Yo, like, what up, Mario? You got the mustache going on, Mario.
Hey man, that's what everybody keeps saying though, eh? The freaking Mario,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man. I'm trying to do something different. You know what I mean?
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What's good with you,
Well,
man?
yo, like, first of all, I want to thank you for coming back on the show. It's been our last one was 2015,
Yeah, man. It's been a while, bro.
and you've been like killing the game. Like you've been like again doing some real serious work. And I'm proud of you. Like I know the very beginnings, like the very beginnings.
Yeah, man. We go back.
Um,
We go
and,
back
and, and, and,
like 10 years at least, bro.
definitely more than that.
Well, I'm saying with the graphic thing, man. At least 10 years,
Oh
man.
yeah, with the graphic team for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Man, I can say the
yeah,
same thing for you though, man. You still out here grinding, man, doing your thing, man. I can see. I see all your interviews. You're still doing your thing, right? So.
yeah, yeah,
We out here trying to just, make shit still work with this whole COVID thing, and you know what I mean. So
yeah.
yeah,
Uh, one thing that I can say is like that like I'm like stamped in history. Uh the very first cover that you ever made
yeah,
for I was on that project.
yeah, man. So
Uh,
like I said, probably about 10 years ago, man. Like I started dabbling with the whole graphic thing, man, and then I think it was like your project, Maloney's project, and I think another one after that was like just fire, right? It was just like it came out perfect, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's when I knew I'm like, yo, man, I can actually do this shit for real, bro. So, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
yeah, man.
Mine was super dope. I was like, holy shit, like,
Yeah,
and
and you actually sat down with me and you actually put it together ourselves. You know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Uh, yeah, that's definitely one that like people told me like, yo, that looks like really cool,
yeah, it
like
was official,
like
bro. It was official. Yeah,
like people that didn't even give a fuck about the music were like, oh shit, that's a cool picture though.
yeah, man.
You
Right? And like, you know
know?
what?
Yeah,
That's
like Eddie, I don't give a fuck about your music, but like your cover there, it's pretty
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
dope. You know?
Honestly, bro, like, that's part of the game, man. Like a lot of these people, you know what I mean? Like a lot of these artists, they might have whack music, they might have, you know what I mean, nothing that, people don't want to listen to, but their cover's fire, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
um I started learning that out just me downloading shit myself. So I would
for
see
sure.
I would see a mixtape drop, you know what I mean, back in the day, and like the cover would be like, man, I want to listen to this. You play the
Yeah,
first song, you're throwing the disc out the car. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
yeah,
So, but like what attracted me to it is like the design aspect, right? So it was just like
for sure.
I was always drawn to it. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do it, man. Like if I can do it, then you know what I mean. Like I can help out the whole Bell City. You know what I mean? Let's just take the graphic shit to the next level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was the moment like we both came from music, and I definitely had that moment when I realized the interviews were doing more than the music.
Yeah.
When was that moment for you when you realized like the graphics were doing more than the music?
Um. Probably. Yeah. So when I was rapping and shit, um, it just got to a point where it's like I kind of felt like I already said everything I could say musically. You know what I mean? So so when I was rapping, a lot of the things became forced. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
the passion was still there, but it wasn't like when I laid my very first track. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
then when I did a tape called Soulmatic, and I reached out to a designer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I kind of got fucked over by a designer. You know what I mean? I spent $60. You know how everybody else right now, like they spend money on graphics. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
spent some money on a designer. Kind of got fucked over because I needed some changes done to my mixtape, and
Yeah.
they didn't answer. They didn't get back to me. You know what I mean? Like they didn't do nothing. So like the tape kind of flopped. So that's when I was like, you know what? I already been dabbling with the designer shit, anyways, like Adobe Photoshop, and basically I started dabbling, and next you know, I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty good at this shit. You know what I mean? Like, let me just keep working at it. You know what I mean? So the very first project that actually put me on was when we were all at the crib. And I mean, I think I did a flyer for you actually. I did a flyer, and
Okay.
I think it was what, the 1424 flyer or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you did the one, and then I think I might have even done the second one.
Yeah, sorry.
You did the Christmas one?
Yeah, so the Christmas one, and then I think we did one before that. But that's when I knew. I was like, man, like,
Yeah.
this shit's dope. I actually had fun with it. I knew graphics was gonna take over from my music right at that moment. You know what I'm saying? So like I think it was me and you. We were sitting on the computer and shit. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we were just dabbling and shit. And I was having so much fun, man. Like more fun than I was when I was recording. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. That's when I knew like I could probably do this. You know what I mean?
Okay. I want to get an honest opinion. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, amazing graphics is a 10. Fucking shit graphic is a 0.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like the graphics I put out to promote my stuff?
I would say a 3.
3?
Yeah, say a 3.
Okay.
What's funny, because I'm like, yo, how do you cut your people out? You know what I mean? Like, how do you cut your people out and, you know, paste them? That right there, that shit looks clean. But I just don't like the whole backdrop and the font you use. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
But other than that, man, like, I think you said you do it all on like your music, your video editing program or something like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I started to learn a couple things on Adobe. I haven't really learned everything, but I was trying to learn a couple things on there.
Yeah, but other than that, man, I would say a 3 just because of everything else. You know what I'm saying? So like when you cut out your people, your objects for your interviews, you know what I mean? That shit clean.
Yeah.
But if you can actually work that somewhere and like actually have dope, you know, backdrops or whatever you're gonna do, then it all come together. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's definitely dope to know. Like, cause like a lot of times like when people say like when I give you criticism about things, they'll only say the bad things, and like some people only say the good things.
Yeah.
And it's like it's good to hear. Like I'm like, okay, I'm good at this, but I need to work on this.
So you know what I'm saying? So it comes back to when I designed your CD cover, right? CD cover was dope. You know what I'm saying? People just wanted to be like, yo, this is dope. So you always want to do something that's going to attract the eye, right? So no matter what you're doing, just take a little bit more time piecing everything together to make it more flashy. Even make yourself a template. You know what I mean? That just it's a stamp, so that it looks clean, looks dope, and then all you have to do is just start plugging in your people and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, man, like I said, I would give it a 3 out of 10 just because of everything else going on. But you're there, bro.
Okay. Yeah. So it definitely I actually want to know like if there's like the one album like in history that if you actually go back and make the cover for it before it came out, what album would it be?
Oh shit. I want to say like all the Cash Money, all the No Limit covers. You know what I'm saying? Even though that shit's dope because it was their own like stamp at that time, right? It was like that's what you got. You know what I'm saying? But when I actually look back at it and actually I forget who the designer is, man. But man, he did that shit with like everything. You think Photoshop's hard? The way they did those mixtapes and those album covers, man, that shit was like piece by piece, and you know what I mean? Like get it all done, you know what I mean? But if I can go back and like redo a cover, it would definitely be that like that era. I kind of want to do it myself, but you know what I mean?
For sure. Definitely those Cash Money and No Limit.
Like all that shit. Like it was just like ridiculous. It was like some random cars just put in, like big ass diamonds everywhere. It was just weird as shit. You know what I mean? But But you know what I mean? Like that's what the culture was back then. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. I would say if I was like look back at like some of my like favorite album covers, just the album covers. I
yeah.
like the Snoop Dogg Doggy Style cover.
Yo, that shit's still like legendary to this day, bro. I actually got like clients who actually wanted me to like kind of imitate that shit, but
Yeah,
I don't do too much cartoon work, right?
yeah,
So like to me, like I would never replace that album cover because like that album
yeah.
cover still
No, no,
stands.
that album cover
Yeah,
is
it still
classic.
stands. Yeah, it still stands up to this day. Like people still want
Yeah,
that kind of shit. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
like even like even like the Dr. Dre 2001 album cover, simple as fuck, bro. You know
yeah,
what I mean? But it's like that's what it is. You know what I mean? Because he didn't actually go for the album cover look. He just put the music behind it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people who actually just do that too. You know what I mean? They just want simple covers. You know what I mean, done by me, like just simple shit because they want the
yeah,
music to speak for itself. You know what I'm saying?
for
So
sure,
yeah.
for sure. But like everybody's not making the albums that Dr. Dre's making, so
No,
like
exactly.
they
Yo,
need a little bit of.
you watch that shit on Netflix with Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine or whatever?
Oh yeah, yeah. Defiant ones.
Yeah. You watch that?
Yeah, that shit
That
was
shit,
fire.
bro, that shit just was that was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy.
I mean, like me being like a hip hop guy watching like interviews and shit like that. Like I already knew a lot of the Dre shit,
Yeah,
but I
we
didn't know.
all do. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know a lot about the Jimmy Iovine shit. Like some of that shit's
No,
like insane.
like so that shit blew my mind because he really wasn't like nothing special. You know what I mean?
Right?
He just walked in the
Yeah.
room and said and he was just like that guy who connected everything together. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
you need a guy. Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
But that's
So
what I need for my graphic design shit. You know what I mean? So I need like a guy that puts me in positions to where you know what I mean. Like it makes everything like kind of connect itself. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, bro, I'm swamped, man. Like all the time, bro. Like so, I want to say like the last 6 years or 7 years is when I first made my like very first commission, get paid for what I do.
yeah,
So in 7 years, out of the 7, the last probably 6, bro, it's just been skyrocketed. You know what I mean? And
for sure.
it's still consistent. So you know what I
What
mean?
is like what is some of your proudest work as in like it was for a big artist and it got seen and what was some of your proudest work that like you're like, oh shit, I made this and this looks fucking dope.
Yeah. So I don't know if you remember the Birdman shit, right?
For
Remember
sure.
like the Birdman cover when he was up at
Put some respect on his name.
at the Breakfast
Put
Club.
some respect on my name.
Yeah. And then like shortly after that, I was working with Jay Soul, who was signed to Cash Money at the time. I don't really know the situation now, but I was working with him, and then I got in touch with like Birdman and shit. We ended up making the cover, and that was how long ago? And I thought that was for me. I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Here we go, you know what I mean? Here we go. I'm about to blow up, you know?
Yeah.
And basically, it was just like another client, you know what I mean? And then actually, that shit taught me a lesson, you know what I mean? It's like never ever put anybody on the pedestal, you know what I mean? No matter what they're doing, you know. And so when I was young doing that, like when I first started off and I did that cover, man, I was like, you know, the kid in the candy shop, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, I made it. You know what I mean? I'm about, you know what I mean? I'm about to pay, you know what I mean, bills for all my family. I'm good. But it just pretty much just turned out to another cover, you know what I mean? And then from there, I just kind of it changed my mindset to be like, you know what? Nothing's guaranteed, right? So you always got to keep pushing, always got to keep hustling, you always got to keep doing what you're doing, you know what I mean? So I've always stayed consistent and putting quality shit out, and that's why, you know what I mean? That's my motto, you know what I mean? Like, it's authentic. You got that authentic stamp, you know what I mean?
For sure, for sure. And like I'm also the same thing for my brand. Like when I have different guests on, like some guys I can just let them go, and like they're super entertaining. I just say a couple of little things.
Yeah.
Some guests I got kind of like go a couple of things, and sometimes like I'll have to actually entertain the people for like the whole time almost like. but like it's my show. I want people to come like I don't want people to be like, oh, I'll watch AGTV when this guest is on.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want people to say I want to watch AGTV because he's gonna say some wild shit like,
Yeah,
or
you always gotta be out there.
he's gonna say some smart shit, or he's gonna say something to kind of like intrigue the mind, right? Like so, like I always kind of like the same thing you were saying, like has to have that stamp, you know, like
Yeah, yeah.
has to have that TV stamp, you know.
You're the host, right? So you got to treat it like,
For sure.
you know what I mean, like Jay Letterman and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you got to treat the same way. You know what I mean? Like you're hosting people, but a lot of people like to come to the show because of what that dude's gonna say. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to treat it the same way. You know?
For sure, for sure. So, do you ever find yourself like kind of like using the same colors all the time, and or you guys switch things up, or you find like a creative kind of like, or do you feel you're always kind of like making your next thing completely different from your last thing?
The funny thing is, so let's just say like out of 100 people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have a certain track which is gonna, like, the mood, the setting, everything's gonna be black. You know what I mean? It's gonna be dark. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
out of 100 people, you got like 30 people having that feel. You know what I'm saying? Then you got another 30 people out of the 100 doing like the happy shit. You know what I mean? Like
More yellows, more
yeah,
pinks.
you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then, I mean, the last 40 people, it's kind of different because you got like those diamonds in the rough that be like hit you with some like crazy shit. You know what I mean?
They
And it's
want
like,
green, they want blue, they want like
yeah, like they just want something abstract, right? So they just want something
yeah,
different. And those people, I love them because it puts me to test, right? Like, it makes me work my
for
brain
sure.
a bit more. You know what I mean? So it's different, man, because I do find myself at times where it's very repetitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just because it's like you're dealing with a massive amount of people
Right.
who they might have the same message, you know what I mean, as that dude or that dude. So you got to kind of, I always got to try to find a way. So say the song is like a sad song or something like that, but I already did it like 5 times. I still got to tap into my fucking genius to be like, how do I make that shit different from the last 5 I did? I mean, so it's constant thinking out of the box. You know what I'm saying?
For
And
sure.
and then for the most part, I always get approved. You know what I mean? Like the clients love it. I mean, and but it's a blessing because there's times I'm like, man, I hope this guy don't like, you know, this is shit, this is garbage. You know, like you never want that. You know. And
No,
then,
no.
but for the most part, bro, I've been blessed, man. They're like everybody loves my shit. Just my creativity with it, different. You know what I mean? There might be some things that's kind of similar, but it's just because of, I mean,
Yeah.
that artist might be similar to this artist. You know what I mean? They might be doing that kind of same wave. So it's, you got to let
For sure.
at that moment you got to let the music speak for itself. You know what I mean?
Do you feel you're better at like the graphics, like for like the covers, or the flyers, or the logos?
Yo, I love doing logos, man. Like logos is
Logos are your
like logos. It's because it branches me off into a different, and I mean a different lane. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
so like albums and song covers and stuff like that, it keeps me just with music. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
no matter what genre, you know what I mean, like country, alternative, and you know what I mean, rap,
Yeah.
whatever, all that shit. But if I'm doing covers and albums, it keeps me in that music lane. So if I'm doing logos, it branches me out to the world. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
everybody wants to start a business at some point. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, to be completely honest, like this whole COVID shit has been a blessing to me because a lot of people had downtime to actually think about what they want to do with themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like a lot of people want logos. You know what I mean? So like pretty much during this whole pandemic, man, I've been doing like a massive amount of logos because people want to start something for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But it
Yeah.
brings me to like different people. You know what I mean? Like women who are doing like nail salon, hair salon shit. You know what I mean? Dudes are doing like limousine rentals. You know what I mean? Cannabis companies. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole nother world with logos. You know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
Yeah, so like I would say like my favorite shit right now to do is logos. 'Cause like what put me to where I'm at was mixtape covers, album covers, you know what I mean? Like song covers, shit like that. That's where it branded me out. And then when I started doing logos, it was like, oh shit, okay. I'm doing a logo for like bigger companies, you know what I'm saying? Like we're putting on events. People are lawyers, people are real estate, you know, real estate agents, man, Brooklyn. I mean, like that's the world. You know what I'm saying?
Like imagine like you know how like they do those big logos on the side of the building, like the
Yeah,
company.
yeah, bro.
Like you go do business at the company and you look over and like there's this, like they have your logo, on, big ass fucking logo on the wall.
Yeah, which is
You
blessed
know?
because of like a lot of my clients who actually, if I done logos, bro. Yeah, actually, the funniest story, bro. So listen, I go to the mall, right? I come out of the mall and like I drive up. I'm pulling up to like the red light. And I look to my left and I'm like, that cable company. I'm like, shit, I did that logo, and it's like slapped, and it's slapped on like this van, like this big van. You know what I mean? Like I roll my window down. I roll my window down. I'm like, bro, I love your logo, man. And the guy's like, yo, Richie. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, I love that shit. You know? And it was different because it was like I don't see like
For sure.
I see like the mixtape covers and shit on social media, but like
Yeah.
if I'm out and about with my daughter, you know what I mean? And like like I'll tell my daughter like, yo, look, you know what I mean? Like I did that shit. You know? I did that. I did this. You know what I mean? I did this. It's a whole different feeling. You know what I mean?
For sure, for sure. And those who don't know, he did
Boom,
this logo right here,
boom.
the AGTV logo, and you also did the first original one.
Yeah, the upgrade, bro. You're wearing the upgrade right now.
Yeah, for like those tuned in, I want to tell you, I want to tell them how dope this guy is. So like I had my old computer, I had my old logo, and I was moving to my new computer, and I put my old logo on a USB, and it wasn't working. And
Yeah,
I was like, fuck. I'm like, I tried a million different things,
yeah, yeah.
try and do something with the file, and then I was I'm
You hit
like,
me up. You hit me up to ask me.
I sent a message. I was like, yo, is there anything you can do to this file to kind of bring it back? And you said just send a picture of the old logo, and then I don't know, I might be exaggerating, but it seemed like it was like 15 minutes later, like you sent this back,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually,
and I was like, oh, okay, like
yeah,
fucking, that's dope,
yeah.
like fucking,
I'll take that one. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
But no, but like legit, bro. It was like 15 minutes, and like for me, I thought it was like you needed that change. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
when I made that change, it was just pretty much put it out there to see if you liked it. And if you didn't, I would have recreated the old one. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I just put
yeah,
it out there. I did it quick because I was like, yo, this guy needs like a new brand line. You know what I'm saying? So I just
yeah.
did it quick, boom, boom. I already knew it. Like as soon as you sent me like all those messages saying you need the old one, right in my head I was like, nope, I'm gonna give him a new one. I already know what it is. Boom, boom, boom. But did it in like 15 minutes, like you said. Sent it off, and then there's plenty of times, man, like where clients like they'll ask for something like, or you know what I mean, whatever, right? And bro, look, there's been times where I'm like, bro, I know I can kill this shit in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like a lot of people are gonna know now. You know what I'm saying? That I actually. I mean, like, cause I'm so booked up, so I have to like put them in line. You know what I mean? I have to put them
Well,
in
like,
order.
I want to say one thing, like, people say, oh, like, oh, you charge that much and it took you that long. It's like, yo, like, I've been doing this craft for a long time,
Yeah,
and you're paying for my experience.
that's what it is, man.
You know, like people say, oh, like, it only took you that long. It was that easy for you to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been doing this for years and I didn't get paid for the early part of it. And
No, man,
and, and now that I know now I know what I'm doing, and I can do it quick. I want to get paid for my back hours.
like yeah, you're paying me for like everything that I've learned to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And you're paying me for the fact that it's going to be official. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You're going to get all the proper files. You're going to get everything everything. I put my own money into people's logos. You know what I'm saying? Like to make sure I own what I'm doing. right?
Yeah.
So I literally buy shit, then send it to the customer so it gets approved. You know what I'm saying? I put money into it. It's not just I'm out here just stealing everything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I'm subscribed like to so many freaking like sites that I have to freaking pull from, but I pay
Yeah.
money into that shit. It comes out of my fucking wallet. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
of course, I'm gonna charge a certain amount because if I'm putting all this money into it just for you to get the official look, and I'm making crumbs and my time, like what's the sense of doing it? You know what I'm saying? And like
Right.
a lot of people that I know who actually started into the designer game, they'll last like a couple months and it's just too much for them. You know what I mean? But I learned like my inspiration was from like Kid 8. He's a graphic designer, big designer. Pretty much did like
You're cutting out a little bit there.
Am I?
A little bit. Okay. It seems good now.
You good?
It seems good now. Yeah.
But yeah, so it takes time, bro. It takes time. So you know what? Like, I started off, me selling shit like $25. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and at that time, yes, you know what I mean, because I was just learning. But 10 years in the game, and I'm like still the most requested person for anything. I should be getting,
For sure.
I should be getting my flowers. You know what I'm saying? So
You actually like from what I see you do, because like I don't know how many times like I'll see a post and like some people will say, oh hey, any graphic designers, and like I'll even think to like put your name in the comments.
yeah,
I'll go to the comments and it's already there.
it's like it's not just there. It's like there.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah, yeah.
so it's like
Yeah, so like, I'm like, oh, okay.
exactly. So it's like, but at the same time, like that's super humbling because it's like I've dealt with these guys and I've been nothing but professional. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I did their work in a timely fashion. They were happy with it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, bro, I don't even charge for I don't even charge for revision. You know what I'm saying? So if people want a change to something like that, you know what I mean? Like I don't overly charge. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
if it's like excessive amount, so like for instance, I did a logo for a client, and I sent off my first draft, right? So I sent off a couple samples, different looks of what they wanted. So they picked the one that they actually like. So I'll take that one and I work with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mess around with it, and then it went from that to like 15 different changes, and I was like, man, like you're killing me right now. You know what I'm saying? So like you literally took my vision, and now you're just messing with it. You know what I'm saying? You hired me for my vision. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I get like a couple tweaks here and there, but once you get over like 10, 15 changes, like that's like, you know what I mean? Like you're pretty much taking over my shit. So I'm a charge for that. You know what I mean? I'm a definitely charge for that, you know?
Sure.
But for the most part, man, it's like, bro, it's pretty much one and done. You know what I mean? One and done. I'll send something out, boom, done. They love it. Let's move on to the next one. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. On to the next one. On to the next one.
Bro,
Yo,
this
so
whole this young Stitch and junk shit got me going nuts, bro.
for sure. For
What's your
sure. Yo,
favorite track?
I actually want
What's
to
your
ask you
favorite
about
track? What's your favorite track off that album?
I don't know yet. I was listening to the whole thing, and it was different. Like I was listening to it different kind of like because like I was trying to get notes for
Yeah.
as well. I was thinking like, okay, so it's different. I after tonight, I'll be able to
Yo,
listen to it and like kind of
XO Cosign over here. Bro, that's facts, yo. What up, XO Cosign, man? I've done a lot of work for him. Man, like
for sure. I actually wanted to ask you about because like their album cover
yeah.
is super dope.
Bro, like you know what? You know what's so funny? Because like fuck, I didn't get to do it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I was like, oh man, because that idea I would have fucking
you
lived
wanted
my
that.
life. You know what I'm saying? Whoever did that
Yeah,
cover, like hats off to him. You know what I'm saying? Like he did it, it was dope. And like just the idea
for sure.
behind it. The idea behind it. So I was like, because
Yeah.
I actually did some merch. I did some merch shit for their for this drop, right? So
Yeah.
shout out to Young Stitch, shout out to Junk. They're gonna be dropping some merch for this album, which I created. Which thank God I was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
look up for that. But
Oh.
but the album artwork, I was like, I snapped, bro. I was like, are you fucking? I was like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? This shit's gonna be crazy. And then when they actually dropped the album artwork and all those comments, bro, I was howling. I was like, yes,
Oh
bro,
yeah.
like, this shit's classic. Yeah, man, it
For
was
sure.
dope. It was dope, bro. Yeah. But yeah, so like my favorite song off this album, I like the melodic shit, right? So I'm a big fan of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of my background. So like All For It and Blinded is my shit right now.
Yeah.
And but other than that, man, like I gotta peep everybody's artwork. You know what I'm saying? Like when everybody drops something, I gotta peep their artwork.
For me, I don't know if it's like because I heard the song beforehand, the video, but
Yeah,
the Streets on Fire.
yeah.
Yo, that shit,
Well,
Streets on Fire. Is like,
they knew what they were doing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, they knew what they were doing, man. Like
yeah,
Young Stitch is dope. Junk's dope.
for sure. Definitely, I'm definitely excited to have them on next. But
Yo, how do you
yeah,
feel? How do you feel about the whole LRP shit? Lunch for Poets. I'm behind all the. I'm behind all the design on that shit. So like,
go.
how do you feel?
Yeah, like that, the group shit is like fire, like and
Yeah.
like the whole group, like they're all super dope.
Oh,
Like and
but for like
it almost reminds me like I've seen like the high cats are in here. It reminded me of that. Like I was like a bunch of dope guys getting together and fucking.
yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that, and I thought it was dope.
Yeah, that'd be like, yo, you remember those? Like, you remember those mixtapes back in the day where it was like let's just say like 50 Cent versus Game, and they had like every other song of like like that'd be dope to do like a lunchroom poet, the high cat shit. You know what I mean? And like me designing it. Like, I want to design that.
Yeah, you want to design the cover. Yeah.
But then like you know what I'm saying? Like bring it back to like the old mixtape days, man. Like to where it was just like you got the DJ shit. Like when you listen to the mixtape, that shit puts you in a whole different world. You know what I'm saying? And like,
for sure.
But nowadays it's all about streaming and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and mixtapes are different now. Like remember, like when people used to rap over other people's beats.
Yeah.
That shit was a fire era. Like man, like for like it must have sucked for certain artists because like when a Jadakiss or somebody would get on your beat, you'd be like, oh fuck, nobody's gonna listen to my version no more.
No, right? But that was epic though because it got you to listen to new rappers. But that's what Lunchroom Poets did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They went on like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, the Run DMC one, like
Craig
I have all those old ones.
Like Flavor in the Ear and shit, like bro. Like,
yeah, but I have all those like old beats that they use. Like it was all the classic ones, like the Run DMC Down with the King one.
Yeah.
It was like I was like, oh shit, I watched that video probably like a shitload of times. You know? For sure. Who are some people that like you want to like really connect with and get like and do their covers?
Fuck, man. I've done so much work, man. Fuck, bro. I don't know, man. Like it's different when it comes to that. It's just like there's so many like talented people, bro. So many talented people. Like it's hard to like pinpoint like one person, and then at the same time not like being a fanboy. You know what I'm saying? Like not fanning out. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Like to me, it would be like artists that I grew up listening to. You know what I'm saying? Like the game, like Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like just people that I grew up listening to would be do. I'm saying just to even if it's simple, if it's major, and like whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I love working with everybody, man. I don't even care. Like I said, I don't care who you are, man. I learned that lesson before. You know what I'm saying? So whoever you are, like, if I have an imprint on your push towards your goal, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah, like for me, you definitely gotta I've had some people on the show that I thought was dope, and then try and get them on like years later and then get nothing back. So you're like,
Yeah,
okay, I guess that was just a one off or whatever like that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, you gotta kind of look at it like that. But for me, I've ever got like a Nas interview or like a
Oh,
RZA
yeah,
interview,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
or
Like,
Fat Joe. Fat
yeah,
Joe gives great fucking interviews.
bro.
You know,
Like, so Fat Joe's new single, I think it was like called Sunshine or something. You hear it?
fire.
Fucking
Have I
fire,
heard it? Have I
fucking
heard it? I've been
fire.
fucking bumping that shit like a motherfucker.
So like, actually, that made me like think. I mean, fuck. Like, I wish I could have did that cover. You know what I'm saying? Like, that made me do that because it was like it was so simple. The cover was so simple, and maybe
Yeah.
that's what they wanted. But I still wanted to be a part of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that track
I,
was fucking fire, bro.
I actually seen a clip. He was talking about that. He's
Yeah,
like, it was Khaled's photographer.
yeah.
He's like, yo, this guy always has an obsession of like having leaves in front of your face and shit like that.
Yeah,
He's like, yo, you gotta stand this way and have the fucking. He takes the pictures. You know, like something has to be like in the way,
yeah,
like
yeah.
every fucking time, like. And he's like, but Pajo was like, but it worked and it fucking turned out dope and fucking that's what we got, you know.
Yeah, man. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, I'll get clients where like they'll have like a fucking dope picture. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll post it on social media before using it as like something for their art. You know what I'm saying? Drives me nuts because they'll post all these dope ass pictures, and then like, hey, I gotta drop this, and like the idea of what they're doing is like with the pictures that they drop. And I'm like, why wouldn't you save those pictures? Like, why would you save some of those pictures for like design aspects? So like, if I'm getting a photo shoot done and I'm looking over my pictures, boom, 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 boom. I'm keeping all these to the side, not showing nobody nothing until I get my project design. You know what I mean? I'll post some other things, but whatever. But bro, drives me nuts. So then I'll go on. So then they'll be like, use this picture, and it's the picture that they posted. I'm like, what? I'm like, so now you're gonna see the picture, and then me designing off that picture for your project. You know what I mean? I don't like that shit. You know what I mean? It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts because they feel like a lot of these artists, they need to because they like, I know everything's about likes, everything's about, you know, like gaining momentum on your social media and all that shit. But fuck, man, you got to be able. A lot of people like to see when people are like more secretive. You know what I mean? Like, don't give it all at once, man. You know what I mean? Like, hold it back a bit, and then, you know what I mean, drop some shit. So, yeah.
Yeah, like one thing that I want to talk about is like, did you actually know like Michael Jordan, like he scored 35 points, and like he averaged 35 points one season, and got Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Like I don't think LeBron's doing that.
Oh, you want to talk about LeBron and shit, bro? Fuck off, bro. Don't do that to me right now, bro. Don't do that to me. We're like LeBron's on a 4-game losing streak right now. Don't do that shit to me right now. Fuck, man.
I've actually been paying
like,
a lot more.
To be honest, man, I relate to LeBron more than I do Michael Jordan. I'm saying, like when I was balling out, my biggest dude was Shaq at first. You know what I'm saying? I was a big Shaq fan when he was in Orlando, and then I started getting wind of like this Michael Jordan cat. You know what I'm saying? And it was funny because I was playing pickup ball, and this dude came to the court with the Brett 11s and the Jordan jersey. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, like this guy looks fresh as shit, bro. Like, and he's like, yo, that's Jordan, man. And then like put me on the Jordan, and after that, I was a big Jordan fan, man, just because of the shit he did. It was just different. It was like a fresher breath there, you know what I mean? But then like he was on like the end of his career, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then
like for me, I'm not that much older than you, but like I am a little bit older than you. And like when I was a kid, like I was watching those championships while they were happening.
Yeah, man. Like I got to watch like the last 3 or 2.
I think it's a big deal. Like I watched like all 6 happen.
But it's not even about him winning 6 rings. It's about how he did it. You know what I'm saying? So if you actually did you watch that documentary?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course it
man.
is.
So it's like even before that, I already knew he was an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Just the way he carries himself. Before I even watched the documentary, I already knew. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
like it put shit in different perspective of like how he actually treated the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it was fucking intense, and it's like
right.
I respect that. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of people right off jump like, "Yo, fuck LeBron, man. Like, he never has a mentality like that." Like, well, no, he won't, man. He's a different bread. Like he's different dude. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So like,
he's a good guy.
yeah.
You know,
So
like,
LeBron
like,
James,
like LeBron off court, way better than Jordan.
like he like definitely. Like, how old are you? 37,
36.
36. Yeah. So LeBron James is like same age, 36, 37,
Yeah,
and like I can relate to that shit because when I was in high school, man, I fucking literally got to see like on a computer, not on our phones, on a computer, like his high school days. You know what I'm saying? And instantly
yeah.
was like instantly crazy about LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude was doing crazy shit like when I was in the league, and or when I was playing ball, anyways. But it changed everything. You know what I mean? It changed everything. It can be.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely different times. What do you think of this three head monster, Brooklyn?
Bro, like brings me back to LeBron. Like, why does LeBron always get fucked over, bro? And it's like, yo, honestly, like they build these teams to make sure that nigga don't win. You know what I'm saying? So excuse my language, you know what I'm saying? But like they literally do it. Like, bro, like I'm a fan of Kevin Durant. Like he's nice, man. He's nice.
He's super nice.
James Harden, I was a bit like pissed off with him because that dude got every foul call. Like that dude went to the line like 25 times in a game. Like how the fuck do you go to the
Yeah.
line 25 times in a game? And LeBron couldn't even get like 3 calls. You know?
They actually made a rule change because of him.
Yeah.
Because the way he was coming in and he was hooking the arm.
Yeah, yeah.
And it would make it look like he was fouling.
Like,
But it make it look like the other guy's fouling, but like really he was hooking the arm.
yeah, yeah. Like it was like James Harden was a different animal. You know what I'm saying? So,
Sure.
I respect his game and shit, but like, man, like I feel like the whole league doesn't want LeBron to win. You know what I'm saying? Because like at like like every other year, like there's a super team that goes after LeBron. Like even if he gets like some help, like Anthony Davis, people are like, "Yo, he needs all this help." Yeah, that's one dude, bro. Like that's one dude. You know what I'm saying? And like all these other teams just go and get like every player to beat him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so I think like LeBron actually had like a harder career than Jordan, man. Like no one wanted to test Jordan. No one could. You know what I'm saying? And like
It's hard to say. It's hard to say because just like totally different teammates. Sure, winning in Cleveland, he might have had a harder time, but when he was in Miami, like the Bulls weren't built like how the Miami team was.
well, if you actually look at it, so first year Miami was together, they get beat in the finals, right, by Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
And it's like they still had talented players, but they didn't come together like that. Michael Jordan was in the locker room with talented players, and he brought the talent out of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? To win. So like,
for sure,
Dwayne Wade and LeBron James had to sit with the whole team and be like, "Yo, whose team is this? What are we doing? Whose role?" You know what I mean? Like, he had to do the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when you've seen they won back to back. But at the end of the day, like they still wasn't like.
Jordan didn't go back to back, did they?
What's that?
The Heat didn't go back to back, did they?
Yeah, man. They won. They lost the first finals. They won the last. They won the second two, and then they lost the fourth. And then that's when LeBron left.
I thought the Spurs one was in between there.
Yeah, they lost to the Spurs in the last one.
So,
so when LeBron was in Miami, they went 4 years in a row straight, but they only won 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so Spurs beat them once, and then Dallas beat them once, and then that's when LeBron went back to Cleveland.
Okay,
anyways, fuck that shit.
I want to ask one more LeBron question. So it's the end of the game, right? It's the end of the game. The other team has possession. They're coming down court. Who do you want guarding the other team's best player? Do you want LeBron James guarding him, or do you want Scottie Pippen guarding him?
Okay, say that question again. Say
Like,
it from the start. What was that?
okay, so the other team has the possession. They're coming down court. Who do you want guarding the other team's best player? Do you want LeBron guarding their best player, or do you want Scottie Pippen guarding their last player?
So you're saying
their best player.
So you're asking whose defense is better between LeBron and Scottie?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, if LeBron was like, you've seen LeBron shut down Kawhi, right? Like, shut him down. Like, when LeBron James plays defense, he plays defense, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, Scottie Pippen is shut down with magic.
So could LeBron, bro. Like, I'm taking LeBron. I'm taking LeBron all day, bro. I'm taking LeBron all day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I've seen that dude play some defense where it's like, that dude plays defense. You know what I'm saying? And like Scottie Pippen, he was like, he's dope for like, cause like in that time frame, man, in that era, man, like it was more aggressive, right? So like, he's built to like shut people down. But at the same time, LeBron, like being his weight, being his height, and I mean, like that dude, if he had to play that style of ball, he would. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't like when LeBron gets fucking fouled and he complains all the damn time, man. That's my pet peeve. I hate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I was playing, bro, I just let it. I played street ball, bro. I played everything. I got smacked, hit, shoved to the ground, punched in the gut. You know what I'm saying? Like, played against rugby players who were just put on the fucking basketball court just to be fucking enforcers. You know what I'm saying? Like, stupid shit.
Yeah.
And, like, I went through it all. And I hate the fact that it's like they're asking for a call. You know what I mean? Like, I get it if it's like a huge foul and they don't call it. But, like, everything, like, stop doing that shit. Just go back, play defense, get the ball back, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Another thing I want to talk about is me doing the interviews, and like people aren't really expecting music from me at all, right?
People what?
And just like recently, I think it was like last week. I wrote about 8 bars, and I'm like, yo, this right here, because I'm like just from like all the life experiences.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit right here is fire. But like, I really don't have the motivation to sit there and make like full songs and kind of like.
Yeah.
But I think I still have it. But I think at one point, because I think the love is still there. I think I owe it. I think I have to do like one last Eddie G TV project. One last Eddie G project.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way, or do you feel like you're just like the times you have worked on music, do you find like there's less pressure? There's less pressure to make music. It's like just fun now because you have it.
Every year, bro, I tell myself I'm gonna drop something. You know what I mean? Like, and it's because like, yeah, I was a rapper, man. And, you know what I mean? I love the process. I love writing. I love the recording process. I love hearing the finished product. You know what I'm saying? And I'll always have love for that shit. So I always tell myself, man, I'm dropping this shit. I'm gonna drop something different. I'm gonna drop something dope. You know what I mean? Because I got time to work on it, whatever, right? Bro, I literally wrote beginning of 2020. I probably had like 15 tracks written, but I go over them. I go over them every day in the last year and a half, and I'm never happy with the shit, bro. So it's like a whole different experience now writing. You know what I'm saying? Because of hearing the talent now that's out and hearing where music's at, like you have to be, you know what I mean? You have to come correct in a sense. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna put out music, I want people to listen. You know what I mean? Playing something, right?
For sure.
And
for sure.
So when I'm writing shit and stuff like that, I kind of still tend to go back to the ways I started off writing, which I don't want to do that shit because I want to. You know what I'm saying?
See, I don't. Yeah. I don't, and I could probably credit to like me talking to a lot of rappers and me being around a lot of rappers. Kind of sure I haven't been making music, but you know how many times I've been in like the room where other people are making music.
Yeah.
That's
the thing too.
I'm seeing their process. and I'm learning different things, and I'm like, so by the time I do come back to music, for me, it's like, oh, I learned all these different things that I wasn't even thinking about.
Bro, I
You know?
listen to so much music, so much new music because of what I do, right?
Yeah.
If it's a song artwork, album artwork, they're sending me a whole album to listen to actually get inspiration to how to design the album, which is fucking dope because I love when artists take the time to do shit right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you feel it out, I listen to so much new music, man, and it's like, man, like when am I gonna put my project out? When am I gonna put my shit? Because a lot of people know that I used to spit, right? And it's like, you know what I mean? But bro, I'm so busy. So if I do have time to write, it's probably like minimal. And then I'm like, I gotta get this shit. I gotta get these orders done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I gotta actually dedicate a vacation spot for myself to just write and record. You know what I'm saying? Which would never happen. which would never happen because I have a family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like even I go on trips, bro. I'll go on trips, family vacations, like to the States, to wherever. And I'll bring my laptop, and the wife's like, "What are you doing? Why are you bringing that? Like we're on vacation." I'm like, I'm not gonna really work on anything. I just want to bring it just in case. You know what I'm saying? And next, you know, it's like, oh, I want to create this. You know, I want to do this because like when you're somewhere different, man, the inspiration, right? Like you get so many different ideas from you pull everything from your environment, right? So like there's people's album artwork I did that was fucking fire when I was on vacation because it was just like that was my creative moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the same time, it's like the wife's coming in like, really? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna bring a laptop, you got, you know, I'm like, hey, let me do this, you know. But it's love, man. Like she supported me through all this shit, bro. And like
Sure.
I'm telling you, man, I was working a job 40 hours a week, you know what I mean, to pay the bills. I was bringing my laptop to work on my lunch breaks, my breaks, you know what I mean, putting in time for the graphics, coming home, spending another 4 hours, 5 hours on my computer, you know what I mean, and the wife and the kids seen it all, you know what I'm saying, and all the effort that I put in. So that's why I'm at where I'm at, because I put in the fucking work, bro. I put in a lot of work to do it, man, you know. But I don't know, it's been a journey, man. It's been a journey. It's been blessed, man, to see everybody, you know what I mean, benefit off of my help, you know what I'm saying? It's just been cool, you know?
For sure. I definitely feel that too. People have met like through my show and made projects together.
Yeah.
Like people like tell me, I met so and so because I'd seen them on IGTV, and then we became close.
I just did your homie, like, Just Drugs. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did his work. I mean, front and back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that actually kind of worked out because I actually commented on his shit, you know what I mean? When you guys had the interview, and then, you know, it kind of worked out, you know what I mean? So the guy hit me up, and I did a dope project for him, and I actually was happy with it. He was ecstatic with it, you know what I mean? So, like, a lot of people, man, like, it's all about connecting, right?
That actually makes sense. Like when I was listening to him and I was getting ready for the interview, I was like, yo, I thought, Rich would definitely fuck with this guy.
Yeah. Man, we should do like a sponsorship, man, like to where it's like, boom, you throw out my logo, sponsor your shit, you know what I mean, and like get it out there, you know what I mean? That's work, man. Bring some people in, you know, GTV, authentic shit, you know.
For sure, and like definitely, I definitely gone through like the people like, you've been working with.
Yeah.
And was like, who's dope, and I made a list of like people I'm gonna message. Like I got a system now of like how I set up my interviews, or how I. So like I definitely went through like your Instagram and seen the people you were working with, and was like, oh this person's dope. Boom.
Well, I work with a lot of dope people, man. Like from Peter Jackson to Mercules to like Ontario out west, man. Like I eat it up, bro. A lot of people come to me for work, man, and it's like when I started off, it was all Ontario shit. You know what I mean? So I did a lot of shit for them. Like I said, Peter Jackson was the biggest name for me in Ontario because of his connections. You know what I'm saying? And he put me on. He put me on to so many people. What's that?
Yeah. Shout out to him. I seen he joined in there for a little bit.
Who?
I'm not sure. Peter Jackson. You just said Peter Jackson.
Oh yeah. So like it was dope because he put me on to so many fucking different avenues, man. He was like, he's my dude. Like that dude, like I always never met him in person. I would love to meet that dude in person, man, because he literally took my craft and brought it to where it is too. You know what I mean? Because he believed in me. He believed in me, and he just put people on to me. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of blew up from there. So I always be indebted to that dude for that, right? And then Mercury's, man, a lot of people. It was so random. I don't even know how that happened. Like Mercury's, I think I actually hit him up, and I was like, "Yo, bro, let me do some work." You know what I'm saying? Because he was posting some like generic stuff, which is whatever, right? His brand, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yo, let me do some work for you, man. You know what I mean? Let's work." And then I think I got a reply back like 2 years ago. We've been working together for about 2 years now. And same thing with him, man. Like he'll post my shit. Like he'll post the artwork, tag me in that artwork. Like boom, followers like crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's like off their branch. You know what I mean? But for the most part, man, like there's a lot of Canadian dudes that I work with, and I still like I believe in their music. I'll push their shit to people that I'm connected to. You know what I mean? Like if I just want people to come to me, be happy with the product, and then let them flourish from it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal, man. I want Canadian artwork everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I want like the big name artists in the States using me. You know what I'm saying? Using like the plug. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's different, bro. It's different designing, man. It's a different world designing graphics, bro, from rapping, man. I'll tell you that.
I definitely hear like a lot of the similarities of like doing graphics for people and doing interviews with people. Like how you're saying, like I'm really helping them out and kind of I actually know like quite a few people that have been on my show. Like I got other people that I know were like, yo, I really became a fan of this person because I got the interview. So it's definitely dope. It's definitely dope helping people out. And but like I want to say thanks for coming on the show.
Bro, salute to you, man. Doing your thing, man. Keep it up, man. Like I watch here and there, man. I'm not there every day. You know what I mean? Because I got my own shit going on. But you know, I support you, man. You're doing good things, man. Getting good people out here, getting their voices out. Other than that, man, I'm waiting for these next interviews, bro. I'm just the entree. I'm just the entree for your big night. Other than that, man, cheers, bro. Cheers, man.
All right, dope. We'll definitely have to get together for some whiskey drinks soon.
Yeah, bro, we have to do something, man. Don't bring that Jameson shit, bro. I don't fuck with that shit, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Cheers.